Hello man, are you tired of everything being a scam? If you are, then you are at the right place. Because this bot is free and totally not a virus, even though Microsoft or your antivirus may say it is a virus, it totally isn't, okay? It just can't be helped with squish software intended to violate terms of use of games. Anyways, if you can't trust someone who's not even showing their face, I have you covered. Well, let's get to the main topic, this fucking bot. As you see in the screen, it can auto-grind all these game modes, yay. I'll use this video to do the initial setup and will also take this opportunity to clear up some advanced features users reported to be too complicated. Okay, first let's have a look on what's on the guide tab. Hover the mouse over a button or their icon to get to description of the feature. And if you can't do even that, maybe you should be studying instead of playing games. By the way, it is scientifically proved that the only ones that think this guide is rude are either dumbasses or communists. Well, the line between them is rather thin anyways. But since you are neither, you'll find this bot easy as fuck to use. We shall now take a look at the config page. Note that the default party and IDLAN are missing. It's possible to set a different party and IDLAN for each raid, but if you just want to get it running right now instead of optimizing it with further configuration, you just need to set a default party and IDLAN. If you didn't like how it works, I can make a custom version just for you. Just hit me up on Discord. I promise not to charge over $100 kappa. Anyways, let's check what the info says. The default party is the party that'll be used if you're using the regular auto attack or didn't specify a party on the combat script file. Okay, in addition to what I just said, there's a feature called combat method which I shall explain next, but for now let's just set our main party and IDLAN as the default. Me, as a proud fire main moron, shall set it to my suicidal all attack brain dead party, yay. Now to the combat tab we go. Let's check the info, as I don't even remember exactly how the fuck I made this bot. Combat method selector. You can either select the regular auto attack or ability or use a custom script. If wanna make a custom script, start the script studio or go to the scripts folder to do it manually. Note that it starts with the regular auto ability as the default. Alright, let's check the script studio. Oh no, it says it is a paid feature. Guys, this might sound a bit scammy, but truth is, I gave up on implementing this feature because it was a terrible idea to begin with. It was just easier to make combat scripts manually. Now, why the heck it says it's a paid feature if it doesn't even exist? Well, in my defense, it does exist. It's just so bad I gave up on putting it into the bot, so yeah? A little totally non-intentional scam. Anyways, on this bar up here you can select the default combat method. This will be the combat method used for quests, union event, raid event, and when the combat method for given raid isn't specified. I'll show how to make a custom combat script that'll play just like you would in a bit, but first, let's start the bot to see if it's working alright. Note that asking questions is free of charge, so, if you have any problems, hit me up on Discord or the comments and I shall answer. I think I'll start to experience quest for a demonstration, but since the enemies there are harmless and have no HP, I'll first set the combat method to the regular auto attack, which will be the fastest alternative in this case. These things on the screen are the game detection markers. If they don't disappear right after touching the game, it means you're fucked. The game detection runs automatically once on the first time you start the bot. The bot's quest mode will keep doing the same quest for all eternity or till the game crashes, which is most likely, but hey, better than actually playing this pay-to-win time-eating shit, right? Well, now that we know it's working at least, let's go to the next topic. And that is, well, I heard from some users that they couldn't make it run on their second monitor, so I'll explain why. The reason it doesn't work is because the game detection only works on the main display. The reason for that is that I was using one monitor when I made it and don't really care enough to go through the hassle of plugging another monitor just to make it work. But since I started adventuring into artwork, I realized that it would be nice to have another monitor and plugged it in. In that moment a new game detection system was born. And this system is that file called igd.x in this very folder. It stands for Improved Game Detection, and it can detect the game in your second monitor. Just run it once. If you change the position of the game, run it again. By the way, since all the juicy parts of the bot were totally free, I made that a Patreon exclusive feature, so if you don't have $8 to spare, you'll need to do that manually in the config.ini file. Just set game pose X and game pose Y to the starting point of the game's frame. I think there's a tutorial on it in my Discord server. Probably. Alright, let's move to the custom combat scripts thing. Shall we? Alright, from the bot's main folder, let's open the scripts folder and read that file that's begging to be read. Instructions on how to make custom scripts can be found in the combat1.ini file. I kept some of my personal custom scripts as examples. There's old video tutorial that's still valid, https://www.youtube.com/. It's really bad though, don't waste your time watching it if you're not like, really small-brained. Recommended text editor, Notepad++ with ini file language selected. Any text editor will work though. Well then. Let's proceed to this combat1.ini file then. Okay. Truth is, at first I intended to make a script from scratch as a demonstration, but that'll take like 5 minutes. So, it'll be just a quick explanations instead. There's an old video in which I make a script from scratch though, go see that if this explanation does not suffice. I recommend you to first of all set the party section to the party you wanna use this with, then you just read what's written and do it. Look, this is actually really easy, I don't even feel like explaining, okay? Fine. The key here is to understand these pairs of numbers. The first number represents a slot and the second a skill. So, for example, if I write Act 1 equals 4-2 in the turn 1 section. In the first turn the first act will be using the ability 2 of the Kamihime in the 4th slot. Got it? E1 to E7 set idle and usage and burst equals on sets the burst to on. Yeah, as easy as it gets. If you think it's too much of a hassle to do this for all your parties, you can ask me to make it for you, okay? Just send me your party information on Discord and what raids it should be accounted for. And of course, I'm gonna charge about $5 for each script. 20% off if more than 5 scripts at once maybe? This is such a good deal. Damn. Think I'm gonna make it $10 from next month I guess. Can't keep such low prices forever after all. Anyways, I'm just importing my burst then auto script into this clean installation and showing how to set it up to be used in certain raid and shit. I'll make my burst then auto the default combat method for the time being. All it does is buff, use selfless saw and burst. Then it changes to the regular auto ability. I use this on like OK and other shit. Well, before showing you how to set a different script to each raid, first, I'm explaining how to get the raid assist working. Then, let's proceed to read the explanation. Must be used in the raid assist page. This feature will keep assisting other players for all eternity, or till you get niked. The selection priority can be changed on the priority setter menu, just click that button over there. Also, you can set a specific combat script to each boss, just go to. Well then. Let's check this priority setter thing. In this window you can set a selection priority for all raids in the game. Remove what you don't want and priorities shall be set higher. For example, if you wanna grind only OK, then, you have only OK in it. It's this simple. Just create new ones or edit the ones there. Whatever. Now on how to set a different script to each raid. First move your ass to this folder. Then you open the readme file and read it. Who needs a video tutorial when you can read and interpret what's written anyways? Fine. I'll read for you. In here you can set up the combat setup for the raid assist mode. Open the parade script.ini file to get started. If you don't understand how it works even after reading the instructions in there, open the file named example.ini. That's my personal setup I kept as an example. Well, let's go check this parade script.ini file then. Wow! Everything is set to run with the default script. This is a big no number. Like this we'll just be dead weight against enemies with elemental resistance. So let's do something about it. Alright, now it should be good to go. Note that when you are setting it to run with the regular auto ability you need to insert ability party, the party's element. But when setting a custom script you just insert the script's name. This is also how the bot identifies what we're working with here. The number of spaces. So, for the love of God, do not put spaces into the custom script's names. Got it? Well, now you can just hit that raid assist button with the game open on either the main menu or assist page and it'll do your bidding. Also, if you made it this far, the other features are pretty self-explanatory at this point. So, no explanation needed I guess. By the way, I also take requests to make live 2D models, also known as VTuber models. Prices can vary between $5 and $1,000. Depends on the number of parts and quality requested. For example, a talking cucumber with functional mouth and eyes would cost $5, while a Ikeman character with all sorts of fancy accessories, RGB effects and all that shit would be $1,000. For the information, something like my own model would be about $50. Also, since there's no way in hell there's any female viewer here, I'm offering 90% off for girls. As an honest man that holds to its values, I must be nice to girls after all. Kappa. Also, if you're new here you must have been wondering what the heck is that 18+ button all along. Haven't you? Well, let's play with it a bit. I have a bit of a trauma though. Hope YouTube behaves. Thing about this, guys. It's really hard to win if you're not a patron. Since I have not activated this installation of the bot, it'll take hundreds or thousands of tries to get everything off. So if you are a real pervert, must donate those $8 man. Just hit that activate tab and I may as well suck you off.